Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the closing bell here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group, securities offered by MoneyBlock. Here to wrap up today's light volume last trading week of 2016 market action for this Tuesday. You can either think of it as a synthetic Monday or a synthetic Wednesday, but whatever is your pleasure. The stock market basically enjoyed a modest move to the upside on this post-holiday advance, and it was paced by the NASDAQ up 0.5%. You also had the S&P 500 up 0.2%. The Dow Jones was up about 0.1%. Now, the bulk of today's action, it happened on the open. Volume was anemic at best for the remainder of the day, and right now you can see that most of the major indices came off of their best levels. Even though the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ did hold the majority of their gains that they had in the morning session, the Dow Jones did pull off early after its initial pop and never really gained any more steam. You basically saw that the New York Stock Exchange had about 600 million shares that had traded, so really well off of the average volume. 9 of the 11 sectors finished in positive territory. If you look at the overall tech sector, it was up to the upside, about 0.5% as we noted, but what the drivers were Apple up again around 73 cents at 117.25. We're going to watch that, continuing to see it challenge that upside. Also, you're seeing high beta chip makers, names like NVIDIA, which has just been off the charts so far this year and in the last couple of months and weeks, up $7.54. That's about 6.9% pop to the upside today. It continues to extend its 256% move to the upside so far in 2016. That also drove the semiconductor index, SMH, up another 1.2% today as well. So that's been very hot. The technology sector did lose some ground, though, against the materials. Materials were up 0.5% today. Popped on the final few minutes of today's session. We also did see that consumer discretionary popped as we saw some numbers come out from Amazon, up about 0.4%. Again, Amazon being up about $10 at around $771.40 after the online behemoth gave upbeat comments on holiday sales. We also saw, though, some mixed action again from some retailer names. XRT was up about 43 cents. So the sector ETF was up as far as retail is concerned at 44.91, gaining 1%. But we're still seeing some mixed data and numbers coming out of the bricks and mortar. We're going to watch to see how that wraps up with the end of the year and the holiday season. Other cyclical sectors that recorded basically smaller gains, energy up about 0.2%. We did see that crude oil continue to move to the upside, about 1.7% pop in the crude contract at 53.89. The catalyst being, again, anticipation of the reduced continuation of production in OPEC and non-OPEC nations starting to kick in the upcoming weeks and months. Elsewhere, you saw the financials. They were up about 0.1%, basically just dragged. Most notable, we talked about this morning in the overnight action report, where Deutsche Bank was notified by the European Central Bank that it will have to maintain a phase in common equity tier 1 ratio of at least 9.51%. Starting in January. This is down from its requirement of 10.76% because basically the DOJ agreement that they came up with as far as the fine that they're going to pay is now set in stone. Biotech was also a sector that was on the move and gave not only some broad-based strength in the technology sector, but also in the drug space and pharma. IBB did finish the day, though, down about $1.06. That's the ETF. Want to see if maybe there's some profit taking that's going to happen in the biotech sector going into the year end. Biogen, no, was up, ticker symbol BIIB, up $3.44. That advancement of 1.2% did hold up the biotech sector and really stop the bleeding, so to speak, in the general sector in biotech. Treasuries closing the day basically spent most of the day near their lows. The 10-year yield did rise about 2 basis points to 2.56%. We're going to see if treasuries start to move as far as yields to the upside, see some further profit taking in the bonds towards the year end. All right, folks, that's it for the closing bell right now. Join me tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern Time for the overnight action report. Till then, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you then here at MarketStream.live. Take care.